What's going on? Yeah, it's like, see, most people out here, they probably think, they might catch some of my videos and just think, man, what the heck? Who is this guy, man? Who does he think he is? Well, let me just give you a little backdrop information. In my circles, man, I am the conspiracy guy. I'm the consultant, dude. I'm the, like, Lao Tzu, man. His name was Keeper of the Archives. This is just someone who reads things all the time, all day, every day. I mean, it's not that glorious of a life. You don't have much money, but you might have somewhat prestige. People might want to get into your mind. They might want to pick your brain once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll be aware of things they'll be totally oblivious to, because you've dedicated your energies in your life to a different pursuit than them. They've chased career, and you've chased understanding, knowledge, wisdom, history. So, yeah, I am one of these people. I mean, but at the same time, I'm also known as a martial artist for real. So, I mean, some, I'm also a consultant. Just someone you go see. Like, if you want to know about zombie apocalypse type situations, I'm also I'm the person people are gonna seek out, because they know that's my area. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's not much use for me at the moment, in the future we don't know if this is gonna go real zombie. You know what I'm saying? And then then the stuff that I've been dedicating my times to understand will come in handy then. But at the moment, they're just kind of, it's kind of like when the samurais were around, but they didn't have no war, so they just didn't really have no place. They were out of place. There was nowhere, so they had to fight each other just to keep themselves useful. You know what I mean? To some extent, yeah, I find myself in one of those types of situations here, because at the moment, knowledge isn't a big commodity. Actually, it's to the point where it's unpopular. That's why if you watch TV, you watch these people, most of them are really dumb. And anytime anyone gets smart on these shows, they get pecked to death by the rest of the birds. It's like this white bird has one black dot on it, and everyone's got to pick at it because you don't fit into their paradigm. You're rocking the boat, and I'm definitely can rock the boat. You know what I mean? Because the boat, this isn't a boat we're in. This is a canoe. They have downsized us to a canoe, and a canoe tips easy. That's the point I'm trying to make. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we're gonna topple. We're toppling. We're taking on water. We're taking on water. No, we're not. You shut up now as we're gurgling down into the abyss, basically. But yeah, around my area, man, I mean, look, when it comes to the Bible, anyone in my family, if they have a question, I'm the guy they call. Not that, I'm a priest or anything. If anything, if the Indians were still in operation the way they used to be, I'd be kind of like the guy who remembers the stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy who teaches people the stories, the history. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like my position. You know what I'm saying? I remember things, and I convey the past into the present, uh, to people who haven't been. They haven't been made known to them. I mean, most people are so divorced from history, from accurate history, because they've never heard it before. It's kind of like on the Matrix when Neo wakes up in the real world. The dude, he's like, man, what's wrong with my muscles? He's like, you've never used them before. You know what I'm saying? And this is, people are that mentally atrophied. They have been, they've been okey doked, man, for so long that there's just no desire. They've almost, I'm not sure if it's they vaccinated people, and this is, like the side effect is the autism in children, but in adults, what is that doing? Is that shutting down the functions, the natural functions of the mind? That's why we got these automatons, these drone people, these cognitive dissonance people, uh, these gnash you with their teeth type people? Is it because they have physiologically been changed? You know what I'm saying? Possibly, potentially. You know, so sometimes I sit back and I wonder, and I've seen the footage of people discussing doing this to people, military people. So they said, I mean, they said it's a fake, but they've said that about the Protocols of Zion. They said that about the Albert Pike letters, and everything these things have said are coming true. So you're telling me it's a what did they say, a forgery? Come on, if even if it is a forgery, what it says is telling the truth. So look, I'm gonna utilize that as a source to show other people there has been planning of a conspiracy for a long time, hundreds of years. This stuff is so easily provable, and the cognitive dissonant are so easy to dismiss. You know what I'm saying? There's infinite information. I mean, in this day and age, with Google, not that that's the only source you should use, but it's a great anything, any word, a definition. You can get multiple sources that'll give you a good backdrop, overview of anything, any context. How do you want to use it? In what context? There's options. We have access to all the knowledge of all time, basically, at this moment in time, right now. This is the time to jump in and capitalize on let's reveal. This is the apocalypse. The apocalypse means the unveiling or the disclosure. This is when the wizard behind the curtain is going to be revealed if you're watching. And we're instructed from the Bible to watch, to be aware, to keep looking for impending danger, to be watchmen on the wall, look for armies that are coming in. And a lot of us are out here doing it, but we're getting gnashed by people. They're like, no, don't tell us. I don't want to know. And some people are out there and they're going to shoot us off the dang wall and then open the door for the enemy. I mean, this is the horrible reality of the watchman role. And I mean, that is what a watchman is. I mean, the person who knows history, who knows the warnings, and who has the capabilities to recognize threats. You know what I'm saying? And that's from knowing your history. And that's from being aware in the present. And through prophecy, which there's all kinds of prophecies from all kinds of different cultures that are saying the same thing. That there's coming a time where, there's going to be a great upheaval and cataclysm. And it's going to be brought on by man himself because of man's fall and his continual falling. Like, even like I was saying, that, in the last video about apotheosis. Apotheosis isn't ascension. Apotheosis actually is the last length of the total fall. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to be the catalyst to start the Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? Which is the war between Satan and God, which is going to happen. It seems could happen at any time. All they got to do is do the peace treaty in Israel, the 7 years of Daniel, the 3.5 years. They are going to forsake the treaty and go to war. That's why it says when they say peace, beware. Sudden destruction will come upon you. Watch out when they say peace, peace. Every false prophet tells you there's going to be peace, peace. But that's how you know they're lying. Because how could you look at things and the way things are going and how they're going to go and tell people there's going to be peace? There ain't going to be peace for a while. Not till God willing the time is meant to be. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing we can do at this point to negate that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the ultimate goal of Godhood seeking, is that they can somehow negate this inevitability. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, this is my opinion as a informed, Bible believer. You know what I'm saying? I believe the Bible's good, it's accurate, and it's true. And it does speak on moral issues. And that offends a lot of people. That's why it catches so much flack. And so much people try to discredit it when they really can't. When you got to lie so hard to discredit something, You're not discrediting it. You're proving that why are you going so far out of your way to conceal it to me and others? That's another thing that keeps us digging and searching even more. Is you guys is why all the contention? What Sir Isaac Newton? There'll be many people in the end that will insist on the Bible's prophecy and its literal interpretation amongst clamor and opposition. That's fulfilled. Minor prophecy right there.